Hey Stampers, welcome to Brandy's Cards. So I have a fun card for you today. It's a simple spooky cat, if you will, from the Stampin' Up! Spooky Cat stamp set. So take a look here. This is so cute. It's got the owl, Happy Owloween, eat at your own risk. Of course, you got the little spooky cat, and then his eyes, the potion. This is just such a fun stamp set. And so it's in our 2017 holiday catalog. And let me just show you exactly where it's located. It's actually in the very back. It could be the second to last page. Let's see, page 53 is where it's located. And so take a look here. It actually coordinates with our Spooky Cat Punch. So this thing is awesome. I've seen so many great cards with this cat punch. So I was really excited to kind of give you another idea to use it as well. You'll also see our black jewel rhinestones in here. And if you like the Spooky Cat stamp set and the punch, if you order it as a bundle, well then you get a 10% discount. So I will point that out because I feel like some people miss that. But the cat punch is super cute standalone. So I'm excited to show you what we're going to be making with it today. So take a look here. This is the fun card. Yes, see the cat, isn't he adorable? Happy Halloween. It's pretty simple, it's pretty, but it's still Halloweeny and it's fun and, I just thought it was precious. And I'm a cat person. I love cats. So this stamp set was like right up my alley. Now I did use the Spooky Nights designer series paper and you're probably wondering, where did you use that paper at, right? Because you can tell I made my background. Well, let me show you the paper first, and then I'll show you exactly where I used it. So here's some of the, so this one is kind of fun. You can stamp the owl right here from the stamp set in here. Then you've got your potions, and look at that, your pumpkins. Those are so cute. I actually cut a bunch of those out and was kind of designing a card with these fun pumpkins and faces. I think this one's my favorite where he's like, oh, I just thought it was funny. And so then you've got the potions, and remember our designer, and then the kitty cats. And remember our designer series paper, if you flip it over, well then you have some more fun images and designs on the other side. So see that here? See these fun designs? So this is the Spooky Nights paper. Absolutely love this cardstock, and I think you will too. So let's go ahead and get started making our card today. So all you're going to need is a piece of basic black. I've got pumpkin pie cardstock as well as whisper white. All the sizes and the dimensions will be on brandyscards.com, so don't worry, I'm not going to share any of that in the video. But if you go over to brandyscards.com and you click on the videos in the navigational bar, this project as well as several others will pop up for you. So my hope is that you'll find lots of ideas, not on just this card, but lots of ideas and inspiration there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to fold our whisper white cardstock in half. All right. So now here in the stamp set, there's some fun like lines, if you will. They kind of remind me of like tire treads, sort of. But I'm going to ink it up really good. And I'm going to stamp it right here flush to the top. Now I have done several of these cards, and there's some that I have really loved, and there's others that I'm like, So I have found a design that I like, and I'm going to show it to you today, but you might just play with it and see what kind of design you like. All right, so we're going to ink it up every single time, and I'm just going to move down my card. Okay, so the key is inking it up every single time, and make sure that you get some good firm pressure on it as well. So there we've got, and so we're just kind of moving our way down our card, and each time re-inking it up. Remember, that's really important. And so we're going to come down again, just like that. And then again on the other side. And I've got 2 more to do in black, and then I'll be all done with the black. And then 1 more, and I did leave a little bit of a break in the space right there. So that's perfect. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull out our we've got Tangerine Tango ink, but I actually used pumpkin pie cardstock. I felt like the pumpkin pie really matched the Spooky Nights designer series paper. However, I liked the Tangerine Tango on my on my background. So I think it was just because it was a little bit darker. So here's the other kind of fun little rugged image in there. So now what I'm going to do is just line it up along my tire tread, if you will, and I'm just going to start stamping it. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and quite honestly, every card does seem kind of to turn out different, but you know, I like that, and I think you will too. There is kind of a couple that I've really loved, and so I am kind of trying to stick with that same pattern that I've liked in the past. So I'm just kind of stamping my Tangerine Tango piece along the black, and I'm working my way down my card, and I've only got a few left, and this one's going to get 2 right there, and then here on the other side. And if you know, a lot of these I've actually kind of touched the pumpkin pie up against the basic black image, but you know, if you get one that kind of stamps a little bit away, it's totally okay. It really is. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Not at all. Okay, that's it. That part of it is all done. I know it doesn't look too exciting just like that, although it is pretty cool. But when you add your cat to it, it really makes it fun. So I have a Whisper White piece here, and I'm just going to stamp my little orange across the bottom. Now I do have a white placemat, and it is fairly hard to line this up. So what I typically do is take, I have a piece of black here for my card, and if you put the black under the white, well then it's a lot easier to line this guy up. Just a little tidbit that I figured out as I was stamping. Now because of the diagonal, I did just flip my stamp. You'll want to do the same thing. There we go, and I just stamped it across, so that's perfect. Now I have the Happy Halloween, which is from the stamp set. We're gonna ink that up really good in our basic black, our archival black, and I'm just gonna stamp it right here on the bottom, which is also on the top of our little track. Now we get to put this card together and add our spooky cat. So I've got some liquid adhesive here, some Tombow glue, multi-purpose adhesive. I'm going to add that. I'm going to center and add it to the top of my pumpkin pie cardstock, just like that. And then we're going to add our Whisper White piece. Now we're going to go ahead and build this card up, and then after that I'll show you how I got my cat. So we're going to add this piece to the basic black. It's so cute. I could see just about any one of these images stamped on here, right? Because it is super fun and festive. So let's add some Stampin' Dimensionals behind this piece. And we're going to just center and adhere it to our card. So there's our card. And I'm just going to kind of find where I like it. Of course, you can kind of figure that out when you make this card where you like it. I'm going to set it right there. All right, and now I'm going to show you how I got the cat. So if you look here in the stamp set, they have a fun cat right here, right? And he's adorable, and you've got some eyes, although I don't think you would need the eyes for this one. But if you didn't have the stamp set and you only had the punch, you could certainly stamp your, you could punch your cat out in basic black. And then use, you know, you could probably draw eyes on there, but if you had the stamp set, you could stamp the eyes in craft white. Now, if you have the Spooky Nights Designer Series paper, you can actually cut these fabulous cats out. Punch them out. That's right. They actually punch out with our punch. So I just thought that was super cool. So there's some orange ones and a black one. And here at the end of my video, I'm super excited to show you kind of another version that I did with the orange cat. But today we're going to use the cute black one. So I'm just going to line up my punch and punch out my black cat. Set that back up there. And then I'm going to put a couple Stampin' Dimensionals right behind him. And I'm going to add him to my card. So here we go. We're going to add him right here to the center. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I absolutely love it. And so Stampin' Up! This year has the black gems, the jewels. So these just kind of make a really fun embellishment to kind of fill in maybe some of the spaces too. So it just kind of you know, make sort of a fun embellishment to add to your card. So I added 5. You could add as many as you'd like, but I feel like the rule of odds is a little bit more eye-pleasing. So we'll just maybe put one down here and then maybe right here at the bottom. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So this is my Happy Halloween Spooky Cat. I just thought it was super fun to make, super easy. I told you it was simple, right? And I did give you an idea, just you could use the black punch and maybe your white chalk marker if you needed to draw his eyes. So there are some different things that you can do. But how about an orange spooky cat? Because after you cut out all the fabulous black ones, well, you're gonna have some great orange ones left. So check this guy out. This was another fun version. If I punched the black spooky cat out with my punch, and I actually glued him down, then I punched out the orange cat from my paper, and I kind of offset it a little bit so it kind of gave it a drop shadow. So the cat, it really kind of brought him to life. Then I went over here to my fun witches hats. See these hats? And I cut out one of the little bows on the hat. If I could only cut out those spiders, they're so fabulous, but I can't do that. But I added the little bow, and then of course I added a little gem to the top of my bow. And then if you would like to really finish it off with a super cool envelope, I did the same thing here as I stamped the orange across the bottom of the envelope. I stamped a Happy Halloween, which coordinated. And then when you flipped it over, it's got the same sort of track pattern on the back. And this here, these little guys, I didn't want to put gems on the envelope because as you guys know, the post office would probably not like that. So I used the, here in the Spooky Cat stamp set are these little, I don't know, witch's brew, or if you want to say potions. And so I just kind of used the top of those little potions and inked those guys up and just kind of added them to the envelope. So I just thought that was a fun Halloween card that you could make for a family or a friend. And if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you could certainly demonstrate this in a class. I think your customers would also enjoy making this card. So I just can't thank you enough for stopping by Brandy's Cards. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like a Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog, or if you would like our regular catalog, just feel free to send me an email. I'd be more than happy to send you our catalogs right away, answer your questions. I'd love the opportunity to, earn your business and see how I can help you get started crafting. So thank you for stopping by. I hope that you have a happy Halloween and a very blessed day. Bye.